If you want to store multiple objects, including duplicates, in insertion order, with index, with thread safety. Actually, we have to speak directly this statement. If you want to store multiple objects with thread safety, including duplicates, in insertion order, I have to choose vector. When to choose array list? If you want to store multiple objects without thread safety, then I should choose array list. Array list is the alternative class of vector. Array list is the alternative class to the vector. Next, vector is synchronized, vector is ordered collection, vector provides 4 constructors for creating vector object, implement data structure growable array, default capacity 10, incremental capacity double. It allows all 4 types of objects. Null is also allowed. All objects are stored in insertion order. It supports both random and sequential order. The 12th point we have not covered, most important point. Let me see how many people can answer. When you call collection methods by passing our object as an argument, inside the method logic, collection method logic, some methods are called internally. Those methods are executed from our adding object class. Is my statement understand? Inside collection class methods, internally some methods are called. Those methods are executing from adding object class. What are those methods? Anyone in the class? When we call collection methods by passing our class object, inside methods, inside collection class methods logic, some methods are called. Those methods are executing from our class. What are those methods? Equals and toString methods. Okay. In what operation equals method is called? In all operations, sir? In addition operation is called? In retrieving operation is it called? No, only in search and remove operation. Search and remove operation. Okay. The methods called in collection methods, the methods invoked in collection methods and executed from our adding object class. What are they? ToString and ToString double equal to operator. Of course, not a method, but still I am right. Equals method. ToString when we display, when we print collection. Next. Double equal to operator and equals methods in search and remove operations. Okay, this is the 12th point you have to understand. Tell me, is there any difference between vector and collection? I mean, vector and array list? Vector and array list operations wise, any difference? No. Here also, the method is called internally is okay, the methods invoked in collection methods and executed from our adding object class are ToString double equal to and equals method. ToString double equal to operator. Okay. So, and differences between vector and array list already you have learned, and then all operations I have performed. Let me show you material. I hope you are following material. Which material? Xerox 3. Xerox 3 you have to follow. Collections framework. So this diagram for storing objects, this is object-oriented programming, and this is for storing objects. For storing objects, object-oriented programming has two objects, array and collection. For storing homogeneous objects, for storing heterogeneous objects. How many ways we can store objects? 4 ways. And then collection definition what? And next array has how many problems I mentioned? 3. But how many are there? 5. Intentionally, I didn't mention remaining 2 operations. Algorithm for storing multiple objects without size limitation. I given diagram. The next custom collection implementation here, and here you have toString method implementation also given. Then remove operation. Yeah, all operations are there. And next storing objects, and then memory diagram. Here memory diagram also there. Okay. And next different operation performed using collection. Totally 7 operation. To perform these 7 operation and to solve array problem, Sun Microsystem given new collection classes. Then new collection classes. In which version, which collection class came? What the purpose? Already video was there, and then slide also given. I also given direct slides also. I hope you followed. Sun given collections in 1.0 and their problems. And then 1.2 version collection complete hierarchies. I no need to explain this diagram again. And there are 3 types of collections are there. 3 types of collections based on their creation version number. Legacy collection, collections framework collection, and generic collections. So 1.0 collections are called legacy collections. 1.2 collections are called collections framework collection. In Java 5 version, Sun Microsystem have added some new syntax to the every collection class that is called generic syntax. If I up to 1.4 version, collection is created just with a class name like this, so that it will store all types of objects. We cannot restrict what object to store, what object not to store. If you want to create a homogeneous collection, this previous syntax will not support. In order to specify the type of the objects to store in the collection, homogeneous objects only to store, I have to specify type. The type specifying syntax is called what? Generic parameter. This E is a parameter. K and V are parameters. So the parameters we mentioned with the class with angular bracket is called what? Generic parameter. It is used for specifying what type of objects allowed to store inside collection. So Java 5 version onwards, the same collections framework collections are called what? Generic collections, because of syntax generic. Now, this is a old style. Array list A equal to new array list. The argument of this array list is what? Object. Then any type of object allowed to store. You cannot control that only store, this only store. But whereas if I take array list of string, we can store only what type of object? String type. If you try to store other type of objects, compiler will throw error. So all collections framework collections are enhanced with the syntax what? Generic, so that we'll get homogeneous objects. Then I want a collection with store heterogeneous objects are what to do. In place of string, I have to mention what? Object. Then heterogeneous collection. So what is the collection programming? Implementing code using collection API, we must follow below 3 steps. Number 1, add import statement. Create appropriate collection object based on the storing and retrieving order. Storing format, retrieving order. Call appropriate method to perform any one of the above 9 operations. Okay, that's what I want to store multiple objects in multi-threaded environment. Choose vector. Call add methods of add method, retrieve, get method, indexer method, contains method to perform different operations. I want to store objects without thread safety. Then use array list. Next, for creating collection object, we must know the available constructors in all collection classes. In every collection, we have minimum 2 constructors. Number 1, non-parameterized constructor for creating empty object. Collection parameter constructor for creating a collection by copying elements from another collection. In map subclasses, we have same no param constructor and map param constructor. For example, in ArrayList class, we have no param collection parameter, no param and map parameter. Is map a subtype of collection? No, because map is different, collection is different. Those two are individual classes. All classes are comes under two hierarchy, that is map and collection hierarchy. Now we want to work with a program. To work with the program, first of all, you should know what are the different classes are there. Okay, how many classes? 18 classes already we confirm. Now further I have to know methods. Okay, to perform different operations, we need to know methods. So first you should know collection interface methods. Up to latest version, collection interface has 21 methods. Then once you come to know what are the different methods available, you must also know what are the common operations we can perform on collection. On a collection, totally we can perform, what the different points you have to understand with collection. Totally 12 points you must understand with collection. What is collection? What the use of collection? What is the implement data structure? Default capacity, incremental capacity, load factor, what type of elements are allowed? Is null allowed or not? What the storing order? What the retrieving order? Is it synchronized or not? Is it ordered or not? Internal calling method is what? And what is its performance? Okay, which collection is faster in which operation? In adding, which collection fast? In retrieving, which collection fast? In searching, which collection fast? In removing, which collection fast? You should understand the performance of each collection. So this performance we will understand end of all collections understanding, not in the middle of each collection. You have to compare one collection with another collection. So these 12 questions we must learn on every collection. So working with ArrayList. For storing multiple objects with index, including duplicates without thread safety, we must use ArrayList. It's a growable array or resizable array implement data structure. Default capacity 10 and incremental capacity is current capacity into 3 by 2 plus 1. Some calculation is given. This is nothing but what? Double capacity. Okay, na? Half incremental capacity. All 4 types of elements are allowed, or homogeneous, heterogeneous. Null is allowed. Insertion order with index is allowed. Random access is allowed. Okay. And next, is it synchronized collection? No. Not synchronized. Ordered collection. Internal calling method is equals in searching and removing operation. It gives high performance in adding and retrieving. Gives low performance in searching and removing and inserting. 99% in the projects we will perform only 2 operations on the collection. Number 1, adding and retrieving. So that's why in the project 99% of the time which collection we will use? ArrayList. So how to work with ArrayList? Create ArrayList object and check is it empty or not. Obviously true you will get, and then now add objects to the collection. Now all types of objects are allowed. Multiple nulls are allowed. And what is the size? What is the element? And retrieving element randomly. And what is the memory diagram? Already you understood. Okay. Then next, compilation and execution. Next, working with vector. Vector and ArrayList functionality are same. The only differences are ArrayList not synchronized, vector is synchronized. ArrayList increment capacity half, whereas vector increment capacity double. Vector used for storing homogeneous, heterogeneous, unique, duplicate objects in insertion order with index in multi-threaded environment. Growable array, default capacity 10, incremental capacity double, all 4 types of objects allowed, null is allowed, insertion order is with index, random access allowed, it is synchronized collection, order collection, it also equals and equals method is called. Compared to ArrayList, it gives low performance in adding, retrieving, gives high performance in searching and removing and inserting. Okay, so rewrite above program by using vector. Same logic. There is no difference in logic, but background locking, unlocking is there. Create vector object, find is it empty or not, add objects, finding size and display the element. So up to now we have completed. Okay, now. So do you have any confusions up to now? Shall I proceed to the next class? So where is the material is available? Material number 200 and up to 37 we completed. Around 2000, say 30 page onwards, it may start. Okay. There is Eclipse. Now today we are trying to understand linked list. What the time? 11:30. Okay. Now linked list main method. Tell me what the first step? What is linked list? What is linked list? Linked list is a legacy collection, collections framework collection. Collections framework collection. I'm writing shortcuts. It is available from 1.2 version. I'm not writing full statements. I'm writing shortcuts. Next. Linked list is when to use linked list. What the use of linked list? Array list is for storing objects without thread safety. Linked list also stores objects without thread safety one. Array list accept duplicate objects. Linked list also accept duplicate objects. Then where is the difference between array list and linked list? Objects in a serialization, sharing, chaining. How one object can chain to another object? How student object can chain to employee? How student can contain reference of faculty? Who is holding it? Object holding a, linked list holding a. Then why you are saying object? Student object will not contain employee reference. Employee reference will not contain bank account reference. All objects are stored individually. There is no links between objects. The links are maintaining by using linked list, not by our own adding objects. So your answer is wrong. Chaining fashion and all. Okay, by storing in chaining fashion, what is the advantage than array list index fashion? First of all, is linked list contain index? No. So first understand the memory architecture of linked list. This is linked list object. Like array list, this is also linked list object. Linked list object doesn't store objects by using array. If a linked list also storing objects by using array, then linked list is not required. Array list is already there. It stores objects. This is my string object. A, string object with the data B, integer object 5, double object 6.7, null, example object. Like this, we have so many objects are there. These objects are stored by linked list, not by using array. Okay, then how it will store? It internally stores a concept called node. What concept it will use? Node. Tell me, in Java, every concept is a class and object or not? You take student, class object, employee, class object. Same way, node is also a class and object. Node is a internal class maintaining by linked list. So it is a class. Okay. As many objects you want to store in the linked list, those many objects are created from the nodes. So first node is created for first object to store. Second node is created for storing second object. Third node, third object. Fourth node, fourth object. Fifth node, fifth object. Sixth node, sixth object. Seventh node, seventh object. As many objects you want to store, those many nodes are created. Then linked list will hold which node? All nodes can hold by linked list. Come on. Will linked list hold all the nodes? If you want to store all these nodes, again we need a node array. Linked list will not hold all the nodes. It will hold only first node. It will hold only first node. First, this first node reference only it will store here. Tell me, chain is there, cycle chain? Cycle chain, one end you are holding, automatically remaining all the links will be holding with your hand. That is what one end it is holding. Then first node is holding the object, also holding what? Second node. Second node is holding second object and third node, fourth node, fifth node, sixth node, seventh node. Don't ask a question, sir, why nodes, sir, when you have array? I will tell you. Array with array, what is the problem? How that problem is solved by using linked list nodes, I'm going to explain. First, you understand the architecture. Tell me, the nodes are connected in one direction or two direction? Two direction. One direction. That means references are created. How many? One reference only, na? That's why it is called single linked list. What we call? It is a list, right? When you store all the nodes in the order, this is called what? List. But this list is what? Linked. One node is linked with another node. This is called what? Linked. In what order it is linked? One object linked to another object. That's what is called what? Single linked list. Single linked list. Okay. Then tell me. Now I am linking both sides. First node linking to second node linking to first node. Second node linked to third node linked to first node. Then what is this? This is doubly linked list. Doubly linked list. This is doubly linked list. Understand? If you want to say it is a doubly linked list, the last node must store in the linked list also. That means the links are formed from first to last or last to first. Tell me, can you create all the nodes at a time when the linked list object is created? No. Only one node is created for one object. When a linked list object is created, linked list of different type of objects, LL equal to new linked list. If I write here, then now tell me, is this linked list object contain any nodes inside? Come on. Is it contain any nodes inside? No. It creates only empty linked list object. Single node also it will not create. Why? Node is meant for storing object. When there is no object, why you need node? When there is no student, why I should take this room rent and conduct the classes? Money waste and time waste, na? Right? So linked list doesn't contain single node. Empty object is created. What object? Empty object is created. Now observe now. Empty linked list object created. Go to linked list. What are the variables available in linked list to find out? Size variable is there. First variable is there. That means Java linked list is single linked list or doubly linked list? It is a doubly linked list. Okay. Scroll down. Observe. Now then next what do you have? Constructor. This constructor have any logic to create node objects? No. That means first and last nodes are created and the size variable is created with the default values or not? Okay. Null created. Then linked list object is created. I want to find size of the linked list. LL dot size. Then control F11. What you are getting now? 0. I want to display linked list elements. How many are there? No elements. Okay. Now I want to add objects. So tell me how to add. Any logic changing? No. Collection is a runtime polymorphic nature. That means for all collection classes to add objects, you have to call same method add. Okay. Add method only I'm calling. By adding what? Object A. Then what happened here? Now first double quotes A object is created. String object is created with a 111. Sleeping up. Next. Now this 111 passing to add method. Then what add method should do now? It must create a node object or not? Come on guys, come on, think fast. Already completed explanation. Again I'm asking same question. Again you are thinking, what next? What it will? How do I know? To store this object, what we required? Node object. Okay man, create node object. Node object is created. Tell me, this node object should store how many values? How many values? This node object should store how many values? 2 values. What are the 2 values? This node is a doubly linked list or single linked list collection? Single linked list. Doubly linked list. Doubly linked list means how many objects it has to store? 3 objects it has to store. Number 1, item. Whatever you are storing, current object from the linked list point of it is called what? Item. Item should store. Second, next node. First next node you store. When you are creating your object, next node is there. Next node is coming in future, right? When you are creating your node, what node is available? Next node or previous node? Previous node. In future coming future node, right? That means totally how many reference variables it should have? 3. First one, item variable. Second, previous variable. Next variable. Tell me, what the type of previous and next variable? Previous and next variables are of what type? Data type. Int, float, double, what data type? Object. Which object it should store? Previous variable should store any class object. Next variable should store any class object. What objects they have to store? Node object. Then what type of variables they are? Student object to store what variable I have to create? Employee object to create what variable I have to create? For storing node object, what variable I have to create? Then previous variable is what type? Next variable what type? Item variable what type? Node type. నేను వెళ్ళిపోతా అన్నయ్యా ఇంకా అదే మూవీ నా వల్లే ప్రాబ్లం అయితే నేను వెళ్ళిపోతాను జాతిరత్నాలు. Item is of type object. Any type of object should store. Then now this node object reference is 2020. Now where this 2020 will store? First variable pointing to. Whenever you store one node, if that node is a first node, it itself is a first, it itself is a last. Am I right? Then last node also should contain what? Same 2020. Everyone understand? First node and last node both are pointing to the same first node. That add method performs, that is the operation. Clear? Everyone? Next. Now I am calling, okay, let me display it. Control F11. Now bracket A. Next, I am calling B object, I am storing. LA dot B. Tell me what happened here because of B. First string object is created. String object is created with the data B. Next. Node object is created. Node object is created with reference 30, 30. With how many variables? What are the 3 variables? Previous, item, next. Previous variable, item variable, next variable. What is the first variable initialized always? Item. Next, this is a new node, na? Is this a new node? This new node reference must store in previous node next variable. And also previous node reference should store in the new node previous variable. చెప్పేది అర్థమవుతుందా? ఇది దీని పాయింట్ చేయాలి. ప్రీవియస్ నోడ్ వచ్చి కరెంట్ నోడ్ పాయింట్ చేయాలి. కరెంట్ నోడ్ తెలుగొచ్చా? How many people Telugu people here? 1 2 3 4 almost everyone. Sir, thanks రా బాబు. తెలుగు చెప్పేసుకుందాం హాయిగా. You also learn Telugu, no? Java not understanding, Telugu very understand. A node इसको point करना, A new node इसको पुराना node को point करना. कैसे point कर सकते? इसको reference इसमें store किया तो వీటి రెఫరెన్స్ లో ఈ వేరియబుల్ లో స్టోర్ చేస్తే ఇది దీని పాయింట్ చేస్తుంది. న్యూ నోడ్ రెఫరెన్స్ ఈ నోడ్ లో స్టోర్ చేస్తే దీని పాయింట్ చేస్తుంది, అంతేగా? సో టెల్ మీ, linked list or collection or array list, anything is just storing references and pointing only, na? Collection is meant for storing object. Collection is a one memory, object is a another memory. How one memory can store in another memory? Memory cannot be stored, only references are stored. So here in the new node, previous variable is initialized with what? Last. This previous node reference is available in linked list dot last variable, na? That last variable reference is copied here, then it is pointing to it. Otherwise, and this new node reference is stored in next variable. How to access a previous node next variable? Last dot next. And here new reference is stored word 30 pointing to it. Okay, na? And this new node should store in the last node or not? Because new node become last. Then last equal to new node 30. This reference is gone pointing to it. అర్థమైందా? ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి రా బయలు. Now you tell me, okay? First, if it is a first node, what logic should be there in add method? If it is a second node, what logic should be there in add method? For first node, last node, logic is same or not same? For first node, previous variable, no need to initialize. Next variable, no need to initialize. Item variable should initialize. And first variable, initialize. Last variable also should initialize. Understand? For second node, I should initialize item variable, previous variable, previous node next variable, and last variable. First variable should not. That means I should write directly logic like in array list class add method with some if else conditions. If it is a first node, execute this logic, else execute another logic. That means two flows of logics are there. Which chapter I have to use here? Control flow statements logic I have to use. Logical programming, tell me, collections is working with arrays and references. That means it is object oriented programming only, na? Logical also. Checking this one should execute or not execute. No, yes, I the logical program. Repeat one time execute or repeatedly execute one time or repeatedly, logical program. Should execute here or should not execute operators, logical programming. Are you following? Collections is full of logical programming. Why the students are crying to understand collections? Because we are very strong in object oriented and logical, no? Why we are very strong? Because we are spending 1 day or 2 days in object oriented programming and 2 days, 3 days in a logical programming. Within 10 days, object oriented programming plus logical programming completed. Then come to the collection crying. Object and reference, what is that? Now tell me, next, third object, tell me. Once the third object completed, I will write internal code. Ready? I will write, you will write. You should write, I will not write. Add of 5. LL dot add of 5. Then tell me what happened 5. First, wrapper class object 5, wrapper class object created with the data 5. Then that reference 333 is giving to add method. Add method now again creates node object. Node object or node instance? Instance or no object, no problem. Okay. Then next, inside this node object, again we have 3 variables. Previous variable, item variable, next variable. Item variable is initialized with 333 pointing. Next, previous variable initialized with last, ante. Previous load initialized with what? Last, and pointing to last. And next new node 40 new node 4040 initialized to last dot next. Now last node is pointing to new node, and new node reference is stored in last. It is what? 4040 pointing to. Previous reference is gone. Can I hope all people understand? With this knowledge, can you show me your talent of writing internal code? What is the add method internal logic? I don't want see the add method internal logic. I want write my own logic first, and then later I will check Sun Microsystem given logic, my logic same or not, or then it requires any improvements. Ready? Chaka చెప్పాలి. Okay? A class create చేయాలి ఇప్పుడు first class linked list, open bracket, closed bracket. Inside I have to require private int size. Next private private node first. Any array required here? Private node last. That's all. 3 variables. Tarvata I should initialize. For initialization, what? Public linked list of no param constructor. This class also public. Next public boolean add of what I should take element e. Then here linked list of e. Okay. Then here add method logic is what? Tell me. First step. Already item object came into parameter na. Then next it should store this object in the linked list, and what it should create first? Node class object should create. Come on. Node of which type of node it should create? E type. E type elements only must be there, right? Sir, we will see this generic type later. Node new node equal to okay, let me have here node of e. Node new node equal to new node of. Sir, I confused you, sir. Here new node, there new node. First new node is variable, second new node is object creation. Tumri fellows. Then this node object should have how many references? 3. First reference is what? Element. That item is nothing but what? Element. Comma. Next previous. Tell me where previous reference is available? Previous node reference is available in which variable? Last. This last variable contains previous node reference na. Previous node ante last node only na. Next ante what? Null. Next node never there, right? Next node we don't have. Okay. Next node is always what? Null. Because last node, next where is node to point? That's why always what? Null. Then why last node? Why next node? When next node is not pointing to any next node, why I should pass null, and why you are doing initialization unnecessarily? You can ignore it. JVM by default do initialization with null only, na? And then why null? I asked this question previous batch. Till now, no one has answered. Previous batch. Every batch I am asking the same question. Array, why when in every node object next node variable next variable value is null, then why you are explicitly have 3 parameter constructor? 2 parameter constructor sufficient or not? I should pass item compulsory. I should pass previous node reference compulsory. Next node, I don't have. When you're creating new node, I required only 2 references, item reference and previous node. Next node never will be there. Then the next node value always I had a hard code and password next. Then why should I pass null with 3 parameter constructor? JVM can assign with the default value null. there is a one type of linked list, one more type of linked list called circular linked list. Single linked list, circular linked list. Circular linked list means circle. Think what is the meaning of circle? Last node points to first node. If you want the last node to point to first node, the last node next reference must be first reference, na? And what I should pass always here first. But what implementation? This implementation, doubly linked list implementation. When it is a doubly linked list implementation, I should pass here what? Null. If you want a circular linked list, then you have to pass here what? First. Listen carefully. We are creating node class specific to single linked list separately, double linked list separately, circle linked list separately. One time you have to create a node class that should work for all three types of list implementation. Currently, this list implementation is doubly linked list. That's why now node value third parameter is always what? Null. Next. Now this new node ready. New node is ready with how many references initialized? This new node contain item, new node contain last. Current node is pointing to item and previous node. Then how many more references I have to do? 2. Number 1, previous node next should pointing to next node and new node, and last pointing to new node. When if it is a second node or third node, if it is a first node, what I should initialize? Only 2 variables, first, last. If it is a second node, first should not initialize, last and last dot next should initialize. Are you following? Tell me, inside add method, how do I know this is a first node or second node? Inside add method, I am the add method developer. Inside add method, how do I know this is a first node or last node? Amma? Excellent, wonderful. Come on. This is a add method I'm calling first timer, second timer. Can add method do any counting? No. Then how do we know? If first and last variables, if you check, if their values are null, that means add method call first time this node is first node or not. If they are not null, that means what? Second node or third node after last node. Right. Then tell me what logic I should write here. If I have to check the first last values, na, which variable I have to verify? First or last? First or last? Which variable I have to verify? Both? Why you want to both? Okay, you can verify first variable or last variable, but I am choosing last. If last equal to null, that means if last equal to null, that means it is a first node or second node? First node. Then first equal to new node. Okay, na? Next. Else, if it is not a first node, if it is a second node, then what I should write? Last dot next equal to new node. Ardhamainda if else condition? Last null aithe ippudu vachin node enti? First node. First node ekkada store cheyali? First variable. Last variable value null kaadu ante already oka node undi. Already oka node enti ee node emoutundi ippudu? Second node. Second node ekkada connect cheyali? First node next variable connect cheyali. Kabatti ekkada else rayali? Last dot next equal to new node and rayali. Any people understand? Repeat again. If last variable value null hai to a new node kisko link karna? First variable ka. So isliye first equal to new node. If last value null nahi hai, then already first node is there. Then this new node kisko link karna? Last node ka. Last node ka which variable? Next variable. That's why in else block what I should write? Last dot next equal to new node. Everyone understand? Tell me. To the last variable, I should assign new node in if condition, else condition, always. Come on. Last variable also should have 10, na? Last variable equal to also I should write what? New node. Now the last variable should assign with new node. One time or two time or always. Always. First node will be always first and last. Second node will be last. Third node will be last. Fourth node will be last. That means last variable should assign always. First node should assign only for first node. Last dot next should assign from second node. But last variable should assign always. And then following by here what I should write? Size plus plus. One node I have added increase in. So this is the logic what you have to write for linked list. Then next following by, tell me, this node class I must have, na? Tell me, this node class is used for linked list class only, not for entire collection. Na? So node class will be inner class or outer class. Do you remember inner class chapter completed? I completed or you completed? Very good. We completed. YouTube lo evaru cheppadra? Nuve nechukunnava? I only taught there also, na? So we completed together. Tell me now. If you wanted to require one functionality only for one class, then create that functionality class as inner class. So here node class is a private static. Static or non-static? You need node class object separately for each node instance. Come on. For each linked list, you need separate node. Come on. No. When a linked list object is created, then only node object you want. Node objects individually you want. You want one linked list with multiple node objects or not? Is there any link between linked list object and node object? No. Linked list object not derived from linked list. Linked list object is separate. Node object is separate. Both are individual objects, but we are connecting them with the first and last node. So linked list object reference is not required to create node object. Node object separate, linked list object separate. Understand? So in that case, I should create class as what? Static. Static class node of angular bracket E, open bracket. Tell me, here the first variable is what? E item. E item means whatever the type you send here, that type will be applied here. All are catching my point? Here in generic type, what I am passing? E. That E type will be applied here. Then next, node of what is that? Previous. Next, node of next. Then constructor. What the constructor? Node of EE comma node of E previous comma node of E next. I don't think so. The parameter will contain angular bracket E. Okay. Then open bracket, closed bracket. Inside constructor, what logic I should write? This dot E equal to E. Next, this dot previous. This dot previous equal to previous. This dot next equal to next. Tell me, sir, linked list code is easier? Array list code is easier? Wow, linked list code is really damn easy. Because that condition, this condition, horrible story is not there. Simple memory diagram, if you understand, implementation is easy. Many times I told you from the day beginning of our course, Java is a concept and memory based programming language. If you understand concept and memory, writing logic is easy. If you don't understand concept and memory and keep on thinking about what to write, how to write, what to write, how to write, finally you cannot write. You'll get pressure, but not pleasure. If you want to come to Hyderabad, where I want to go? Hyderabad. Memory is what? Hyderabad. Concept is what? Basu, karu, bike, ticket. Okay, na? Then you can take decision how to go later. Okay, algorithm will be come later. Tell me, if intern ask a question, can you develop your own linked list? Can you develop now? Will you get smile on your face? Jujibi camera. So we able to develop growable array algorithm we implemented, and linked list algorithm also we able to implement. You have to practice. That's it. Now let me try to understand the logic given by Sun Microsystem. This is my logic, right? If I ask to develop linked list, this is the logic I will develop. Now what Sun Microsystem developed logic? Let us see. Are there any improvements required or not? Let us see. When I call add of e comma e, it is implicitly calling what? Link last. Ante kada? Always node should be linked to last. Okay na? Last link last of e, and then now f3. Understand yourself? Same logic. Small change is there. Number one, final variables they are taken. Another. Sorry. I have mod count leave it. Another change is there. We have directly work on last variable. In if condition, last equal to null, last dot next, last equal to new node. But what they have written, they are taking last into local variable, because how many places I have to access that last reference? In if condition, in else condition, and again assignment. 3 times I have to access. 3 times traveling, going to object, coming, going to object, coming. It's a lengthy distance now. Every 5 minutes, I want to drink water. Every time going first floor and drinking and coming back. Complete class time will be drinking water only sufficient. That's why what we are doing, bringing one water bottle to the classroom. So that's why local variable usage is very, very important. Intentionally, I have not written that local variable usage to remind you one more time, because we are Gajini's brand ambassador. Hope you understand the code. Nice. Nowadays, Java Stream API become suddenly very popular in Ameripet. And 2014 released Java 8 version. 2023 people are making popular in Ameripet. Did you watch? Free. Everywhere, wherever you go, free. Are you listening that videos? Free videos? Naresh IT also we have. Okay, Stream API videos people are preparing free. Shall we also prepare free? If you are allowed, then I will also announce free class on Java 8 Stream API. Linked list up to now, understand? Shall I proceed next operation? Okay, tell me now. I want you to answer these questions first. What is that? Tell me. What is the use of linked list? When to use linked list? You have understood memory diagram, na? Of course, once upon a time, I also used to give some free classes. Okay, now whichever important, I used to give free classes. Nowadays, I am not giving free, because I wanted to come all the people out, so that the mistakes they are doing, I want them commit their mistakes. Then I will introduce my content. Then definitely people will see the difference between Hare Krishna and other people. Na? If I have released the content first in the market, then what happened? All people will copy me one. Then where is my uniqueness? Asala method reference, constructor reference will taught in a horrible way in Amirpet. So easy topic, small budget topic. One small point is there. People didn't catch that small point and making the students to understand very make it difficult. Okay, so that I'm going to teach you. I think a lambda expression completed by your own. What is lambda? How to create lambda? And did you watch? Almost all everybody is following our functional interface notes only. Anyone teaching lambda expression, functional interface, same notes. There are two ways of creating functional interface, I told. Number one, declarative way. Next, and I told effectively, right? Effectively declaring functional interface and declarative way of creating functional interface. If you have an interface with only one abstract method, not creating any further abstract methods, then that is called effectively functional interface. What is the meaning of declarative functional interface? You adding @ functional interface annotation. So people are using same terminology. That is not Sun Microsystem terminology. My terminology it is. Go and search in the Google. You don't find effective way of creating functional interface. Okay. So there are some terminology I have used by my way, okay, to create our own identity in the market. So just observe the market. People who are, I always recommended you to watch all faculties videos, whoever teaching for free, all faculties notes, wherever it is available, because your subject maturity is improved. Okay, now when you are doing revision and I am teaching with one example, other faculty will teach with another example. So multiple examples you are collecting, and my way of understanding subject, their way of understanding subject also you are realizing. You can mix them and prepare new subject. New points you can prepare. That's why I always recommend you. Core Java minimum 5 to 6 times you have to do revision. Because Core Java is a language, na? Logical programming, object-oriented programming, Java API, this collections, multi-threading, exceptionaling, everything. Minimum 5 times Core Java. Now I'm finding the size of the linked list. I'm displaying the linked list. Okay, now I want to add one object to linked list. Then the object is displayed. I'm adding second object, displayed, third object, displayed. Then linked list completed. They are explaining or reading, but you are understanding, na? Now the linked list, how to add, you understood. How to find the size, you understood. Okay, what is the purpose of this linked list? We need to understand. For that, I need some more programming knowledge. Now tell me, after storing, my target is what? Retrieving only, na? Now system.out.println. Now I'm following Amit Pitt style. I want retrieve the B. What you write? LL dot. What is the method? Get off. What? I want retrieve 5. 5 is available in which location? 0, 1, 2 location. Look at that, 5 is coming. So if we want to retrieve objects from the linked list, how to retrieve object from the linked list? I should call LL dot get off. I wanted to search for the object. No, I want to retrieve all objects available in the linked list. How to retrieve all the objects available in the linked list? By using for loop. For in I equal to 0, I less than LL dot size, LL dot size, LL dot size, LL dot size, LL dot size. I plus system dot out dot println. Heck, system dot out dot println of. What do you write? LL dot get off. I. देखो all objects are आ रहा है AB5 null. Okay, na? So if you want to retrieve one object, you should call get method by passing index number. If you want to retrieve all objects, I should call get method inside for loop. So this is what get method functionality, retrieving how. I hope you understand how to retrieve objects from the linked list. Okay, they are not giving 1 second time also to your brain to ask a question. Yes or no? How to retrieve this way, how to retrieve this way, how to retrieve for loop, for I equal to. Already program by hearted, there in the mind, what, hang, I mean. Like how in the exams, written test exams, I mean in the college exams, right? Telulo, mukun batti gotti chido chavar antar kada, right? So like that, they are holding all the programs on their nose and then hang everything communicated. Okay, na? Class completed. That day topic completed. If you study these points while explaining, if I give a time to you to think, if I ask a question as a faculty, here what is happening, student have a mindset to think. And first point completed, second point completed, third point completed. I'm not giving a space for you to take breath also. Check, next point. If I write, then where is the time for you to think? Only force and injecting the points into your mind in a by-hearted way. And then after going to room, do you have a mindset of analyzing when I call get method, how the element is coming from my linked list object? As the thought created in your mind? No. That process not created in your mind from the day beginning of demo class. Okay. When you go to interview, will ask a question. Array Tumri fellow, when I call LL dot get off to, linked list internally maintaining index. Linked list is working on node. Where is the index number? Where is 0? Where is 1? Where is 2? Chopra. If Indra ask a question, LL dot get off to, you'll ask, can you help me how to retrieve the elements from the linked list? Chota bacha topic hai. LL dot get off to. Okay. Then when you write that LL dot get off to, enter your smile. Does linked list contain index? Index. Array, what is get off to there? 2. Kadra, what is the 2? 2. That is index number, by index. Oh, but my sir not told it is index. He has by-hearted, I also by-hearted. Okay. Sarera, ippudu index kada. Then what happened? Get method will go to index of the linked list and return that object. Oh, linked list has an index. Linked list has index. Namaskar, Arang Bailer. We'll get back to you. Sir, I am not commenting any faculty. I am commenting the process of learning. Don't get angry on me. The way students now getting addicted to learn on summary points. Because of the summary points, batches are completing very fast and students also feeling understanding because no stress to the brain. Na? Actually, I joined my son in Sri Chaitanya school from this year. All my friends and relatives, everyone scolding me. Stupid fellow. Why you are spoiling his life? Why I am spoiling? How I am spoiling? Worst fellow. They will throw like chapa, like fish, how they are, doing. Like that Chaitanya College will be also stressing the people, pressuring the people. Ni bonda. Where is the pressuring? Okay, let me take normal schools. Normal school at what time you are going to? 8. Chaitanya also 8. Okay, and next, in Chaitanya College, school or college, they are conducting only what? Subjects. Study only will be there. But in regular schools, what will be there? 1 hour play class will be there. 1 hour only, that is 40 minutes. And 1 period only, playground they are leaving, right? 8 sessions will be there. In that 8 sessions, 1 session only, playground they are leaving. Okay, then that 1 session, it's not there in Chaitanya. Okay, then what time you are coming out from the school? Around 3:30. By 4, people are coming to the school, house. Then 4 to 6, playing. 4 to 5 only. Then 5 onwards, you are going to tuition again. Na? 5 to 9. And how many hours you are studying? Morning, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. 7 hours. 7 hours, 7.5 hours you are staying in the school. Then coming here, again, 6 to 9, tuition. 6, 7 plus 3, 10.5 hours almost you are spending. Chaitanya school, morning 8 to 5:30. Continuation school will be there. Okay, how many hours? Morning 8 to 1, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many hours? 9.5 hours. Okay, now 9.5 hours, half an hour lunch will go on, 9 hours. And tell me, who is studying more, Chaitanya student or outside school student? Outside school student. How much pressure? Here, they are taking care of everything. You no need again special tuition and all. After coming to home by 5:30 hours, happily can play without mind pressure. Sunday, pakka no school. Only 10th class students will be there school. People has created wrong thought in the community. Chaitanya Narayana, Tomudu. No. Okay, na? If you are Chaitanya Narayana student, aram say you can sleep. Definitely will get ranked. Any one of the college. Outside school, no guarantee. You will pass, but no guarantee. So I am also Sri Chaitanya Narayana school. Tomude. Okay, na? Why? In Chaitanya college, analyzation will not only by heart. The formula, this formula, why it is like this. And how many test cases will cover now? So many. This bit, that bit, this bit, that bit, more bits will be covered. So that your brain is fully ready for competitive exams. So change your mindset, sir. It's very, very important. Okay, na? Otherwise, you will face a lot of problems in the coming future. Don't run behind summary style of teaching. Run behind analyzation style of teaching. Okay, I am also now have a lot of pressure to change from analyzation teaching to summary teaching. Shall I change? So that I will also have good strength, and every 15 days I can have a new batch. I can get more money, management happy, I will be happy. Yeah, tell me how many students are there in the class? First day, how many students? What is our class strength first day? 800. Today, online 300 and here 100, 400. Where is remaining 400 students? Gone. Array waste fellow. Any knowledge of that reader? Yeah, Rahul Kumar. 165 today. Okay. Rahul Kumar, are you there online? Tell her correct only, na? So that's why I am also coming back to summary style. Sliding and telling. Okay, first point, second point, third point. Synchronization. Synchronization covered in the class? Any of you have checked the synchronization notes of other faculties or YouTube videos? No? Today you check. What we discuss synchronization theory and program, what they are teaching theory and program are matching or not matching, a check. Theoretically, people are teaching so much of Bomma. Big history, big points are showing. Come to the program SOPLN 1, 2, 3, 4, they are showing. Is that printing numbers will be there in the company? Object has to take. Theoretically teaching object, but programmatically object they are not taking. For loop with SOPLN statements 1, 2, 3 they are showing. You have to realize and you have to save your juniors. Okay, now be careful. At least you have to save your juniors. Tell them, I'm not forcing they have to join my course. You have to educate your juniors. There are two styles of learning. Summary style of learning, in detailed learning. Summary style of learning, you feel understood everything, but you cannot implement in the company. If you learn what is what on internals, then you can write the code in company. In company, we have to write the code for internals, but just passing the interview summary points, okay. So that's why please realize and try to understand. How many days we spend for string handling? How many days people are spending? How many days we spend for IOStream chapter? How many days people are spending? Realize and start work out on this. Okay, na? Right. So then now come back to the one point again. Now, and we discuss synchronization internal, how the object is locked also. No one knows except James Coakley, me and you. Everyone say object locked. How object locked? What is the meaning of locking object? JB will take care, mama. Don't worry. Right? So just you remember it is locked. How it is locked, Rabbi? How it make the sequential flow? Where it is going? How it is coming? So if you learn this style of external points, internal point, then your confidence levels will be different. You know, I can go midnight to my hometown. Night travel, I can do that. I don't have any fear. But some other people will get lot of night time, no, don't go. Why? Because 2 points. Number one, maybe some people attack. Okay. Number 2, if car break down, and you don't have the belief on your car. So why to take risk? I don't care. All the negative I never think. So you should not go background negative, always positive thing, always depth you learn, always have a fear of future. In the written test exam or in the company, if interviewer ask a question, when I call LL dot get off 2, how the 2 value is coming? There is no index for this. How it is coming? That question, if asked, how should I answer? Array list index ante okay. Array list is internally maintaining object array. Object array has what? Index number. With index number, go to location and retrieve. If I write LL dot 2, how this third object can get retrieved? There is no index number. How it is coming? Is my question understand? 99% of the people don't know how this LL dot get off 2 can retrieve the third object. What is the background story? Also, they don't think. Simply they will question. It is a collection. If you want to learn internals, go and join data structures. Why? Another data structure course is there in my institute, so that I'll get money. Tell, yes. Come on, find out. You can remember, Deepak, you can remember if you are talking along with me. Number 2, if you, after going to home, if you draw diagrams as I am writing here. Understand? You have to work out with your pen and paper. Then only everything will remember. If you just listen and leaving, nothing will come. Immediately after class, you have to have free time to practice. Always you students are doing mistake. Morning to evening continuation classes you are having. By night you are losing your energy and sleeping. I told only 3 batches you must have. That too not immediately. Now the batch is there. Either before or after you should have gap. Morning 1 batch, evening 2 batches. Or morning 2 batches, evening 1 batch. So after batch, immediately you should have free time to practice. Your mind can remember only 1 hour what we have explained in the class. After that, everything is forgot. So immediately you have to practice that programs what I have given. Okay, all points are there in the material. If 1 or 2 points are not there, I'm sharing the as a slides to your what you call classroom. Next. Usman, tell them their batch is 2 hours, your batch is 1.5 hours. That's why they complete in 3 months. And in your batch also I told you 3 months. Yes or no? If completed in 3 months, we will complete. If not completed, we will extend. Tell him the same. First he will try to complete in 3 months. Right? If not completed, he will extend. Same point I told to your juniors also in the demo class. Minimum 3 months, not maximum, right? What I told you clearly. Array minimum 3 months, right? Maximum till syllabus completed. Okay, come back, buddy. So tell me now, all the people think how the linked list get method will work. Now this is previous node and item node, and this is next node. If I wanted to skip, I will not continue your batch these many days. Now, simply I'll say remaining points you learn by your own. Right? I don't do that. If you take 1 month or extra 2 months, at least bother. People will cry, people will blame, people will do wrong propaganda on me. I don't care. I never worry about, bad and good. That is temporary. Okay, what benefit I am giving to you, that will be there forever. So that's what always I'll believe. Now, previous node pointing to it. What is the item value will be stored now? Null directly stored. Null separate object will not be there. And now here, next node pointing to it. Next node here, 40, 40 replaced with a 50, 50. And it is pointing. Got clarity? Usman, super, correct point. I have implemented abstraction. How much necessary information, that much only reveal in the beginning class, right? Going on, complete details will be revealed. Okay. So now try to answer what the size here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now the size method, when you call, it implicitly read the size variable, return to our program. Now tell me, get method implementation, all the people to tell. Ready? Can get method directly go to 0, 2 index and return? No, there are no index. So how it can retrieve? Linked list supports random access or sequential access. That's the first question I want you to answer. Random or sequential? Sequential access. Linked list supports sequential only. It is look like a random, but not random. It is sequential. Let me see the API documentation. Java return type is object. Get method returns the element at the specified position in this list. Okay, they have not mentioned here. Okay. So the specified position is there or not there? Not there. If you open source code, then you will realize. First check index as it is. Then observe here. Do you have any element data of index? No. First, they are searching for the node of item. The given index node where it is available in the linked list, it is searching. And then dot item. Now, once the node object 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40 or 50, 50 found, that node object dot item contain reference of the item, that returning to our program. Are you catching my point? So, repeating again, when you call linked list dot get method doesn't randomly access the item available in the object. It will search for the node and then return that item available in the node. Now, there are two searching algorithms are there, which we have completed linear searching algorithm. Now, the new searching algorithm, we are learning what? Binary searching algorithm. How many searching algorithms are there? Two. Linear searching and binary searching algorithm. As part of the linear searching algorithm, we are taking one object, yes or no? And that object we are comparing with the 0 index object, not match. Then next object, not match. Next object, not match, until we are going to end of the collection, end of the array. So 0 to end of the collection searching is called what? Linear. Gradually we are going from 0. That is called linear searching algorithm. We can apply linear searching algorithm on object-based comparison. Which comparison? Object-based comparison. Because this object is available in which location? We don't know. We have to go from 0 index onwards only. Object-based comparison is always linear searching algorithm. Index-based comparison is binary searching algorithm. Which algorithm? Binary searching algorithm. I gave you one object and I'm asking, find where this object available in the array or collection. You have to go for 0 index onwards only. I am giving you index number and I'm asking, find this index number, not object. Don't confuse my point. Not an object. Find this index where it is available. Index finding is what? Binary search. Tell me, linked list contain index or no index? First of all, I should find where is that index. That means that index I should generate myself. Are you following? I should generate. It is a 0 index. It is a 1 index. It is a 2 index. It is a 3 index. Who has to generate the index? I should generate the index. And the index I am generating is equal to the past index. Yes, stop. Don't go to the next. Are you following? That means I have to write for loop to find the index of the object. Are you catching my point? I should write the for loop to find the index of the object. In this node method, I should write for loop for I equal to what? 0. I value start from 0 only, na? And I plus plus, I should increase I value. How long I should increase I value? Until that I value is equal to the past index. Understand a binary searching algorithm? I should generate the index and I should increase the index. I should start index value from 0 and I should increase the I value how long? Until I value equal to index. Once I value equal to index, that means I reach it to that node or not, and then return that node in reference to my program. How to generate the index number, how to find the object, how to return that binary searching algorithm, that internal implementation we'll try to understand in tomorrow class. Okay, so today I have, completely our family is getting ruined with this problem, some health problems. Saturday suddenly got a health issue. 6 o'clock batch was